Yes, that'll happen. Welcome to streaming on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, it's still, well, I guess we could just
Actually, the delay isn't that bad. It's only like, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds.
Oh, that's fun. You disappeared. Your screen's all, what happened?
What do you mean?
Your screen's all screwed up again. You're gone. You left. You left me.
I'm still here.
I'm all alone. What happened?
I don't know. What's OBS say?
Wait. Oh no. Okay, wait. And per usual, this always ends. Where are you? Yeah, on Discord, you're showing up fine. I mean, your painting model's there. I don't see your face, but I mean, there's your face. What? On OBS.
No, there we go. I'm there, kind of.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now your screen's back up. No, for some reason, anyways, it was all blocked up. But hello. I guess we finally got this working. I'm Sektar, and that's Yuxin. Well, that's his boys. And today we're gonna be doing a little bit of painting. So you guys on your chat wanted me to paint these guys, which I will be getting to here in a minute. But I've got a couple things that I want to paint first, which is I want to finish these tires for the front tires for my snaz wagon. Is not quite in the screen all the way, but there you go. So this is actually going to be Yuxin's Christmas present. We didn't get you any models this year, Sakrona. We did get you some warhammer 40K theme stuff.
Okay, that's fine.
I think we got you. Okay, one of you guys, we got a shirt that just says, "Wake up, eat breakfast, rogue, go to bed." But so what are we working on today, Yuxin?
First off, you
You're
keep
not
calling me
Yuxin,
Yuxin.
Sorry. Oh, and for those people, anyways, that do enter the chat, welcome. I'm betting there ain't gonna be a whole lot of you, but if you do, welcome. I'm really delayed. Not only that, but I have to flash over occasionally to actually see what the chat looks like. So, if I don't have any questions like immediately, bear with me. But so what are you working on today?
I'm continuing my bad moons. I have not painted in months. The last time I painted was I was working on my boss.
Right.
So
right.
it's been a while. It's been a very long time.
Oh.
I think all that's really left for him is dry brushing at this point. Dry brushing the lighter colors on top of his armor. And then, actually no, I still think I need to paint the parts that I need to glue on. I also need to paint the grot that goes on top. But
right.
He's got some work. But since I haven't painted in a while, I'm going to paint some normal boys.
You might want to get some of this stuff too.
Honestly, I have to bring the screen back up real quick. If I can see. Oh, I won't be able to see. Oh, okay. The
Black Templar contrast.
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
in fact, I do use Black Templar contrast.
Well, no, I normally,
I think it makes
especially for orcs, I normally put some of that on anyways at the very end because it kind of makes them look a little bit more grungier and dirtier.
That's actually not a bad idea. I have this color mixture which I can't remember. I think it was bronze, dark red, and I think just a tad bit of black.
Oh, that rust color that
you
had?
Yeah, I give that rust, and then I used the bit of foam that I have laying around and just kind of put it on here. Where did I put it? I know I put it somewhere. Did I not put it on him? Oh no, I put it on this guy. That's how I kind of got this rustic color going on.
Right. All right, so like I said,
very primitive.
I'm only doing the tires on this, and then I'll go ahead and get working on that Terminator. So the tires, we're doing actually very similar anyways to what I was just talking about with the contrast. So, or with the Black Templar stuff. So what I'm doing is that, so the front of the snaz wagon, they decided, I don't know how this would work in a real tire, but they put drove spikes through it. Because they're orcs.
Well, obviously the spikes plug the holes too.
Right.
That's why.
But anyways, so what we did was we put a darker gray anyways around the outside, so it kind of gives it this tire feel. I know they look super bright right now, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint the silver on here. We're gonna get the inside dry brush, and then we're gonna put a bronze for the little orc boy that's in there, and then we're gonna cover the whole thing anyways in that Black Templar contrast, and it's gonna end up, the tire itself is gonna end up looking more like this. You can see.
It's delayed on my end, so I'll see it at some point.
Okay.
And there we go. Okay. Gotcha.
So I was just doing some research anyways on the orcs, and I have an interesting question for you.
Okay.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Ogrim Doomhammer or Grimgor Ironhide?
Sadly, I don't know who either of those characters are, which is unfortunate because.
Well, Grimgor is Grimgor was the fantasy Black Orc. The very end of Warhammer Fantasy.
Yeah, because I know a lot about Warhammer Fantasy. I've only just gone into Warhammer 40k. I don't know. You think I know
You might
anything
have
about
known the
Warhammer
other
Fantasy?
guy, Ogrim Doomhammer. He was the war chief before Thrall in Warcraft.
That guy. Okay, that guy does sound.
So
That
Thrall,
he
you know
did
how
that way.
Thrall's got that big hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually Ogrim's. Ogrim gave it to him when he took over the board. I'm streaming right now. You're on the internet. No, get off.
No, not yay.
Yay.
Very much not yay.
But yeah, okay. So never mind. That question's kind of null and void. So do you think? Okay, so maybe we'll ask a Warhammer question instead. Well, actually, first, real quick, anyways, what is your all-time favorite Warhammer video game? Because you are a video game streamer.
Video game. I haven't actually had a lot of. Well, I say I haven't had a lot, but now I'm thinking about it. It's actually grown quite a bit. I've only, I think, played a handful. I think it's been. What have I? Space Marine 2.
Right. Did you play the first one?
I have not played the first one. I've tried playing the first one because we had a copy of it, but it doesn't work on the computer anymore. And they did come out with a definitive edition, but apparently it's not very good.
It's always fun.
Like it runs very slowly. It's essentially Star Wars Battlefront all over again, where they added a bunch of stuff to enhance absolutely nothing, and it just bloatware. It's essentially bloatware.
Well, could have been worse. I just downloaded a couple months ago the Modern Warfare 2. And like, you can play the campaign, and I was like, sweet, because I remember playing the campaign when it came out on the Xbox 360, and it was a completely different campaign, which was fine. It still followed kind of thing. The problem was it was so buggy I couldn't actually beat the game.
Yeah, that seems to be the problem with a lot of people trying to do new stuff or trying to bring back old stuff. Just
Well, you just recently
Crashes.
played a brand new game, right? The new Hollow Knight game.
no, I did not play the new Hollow Knight. Silksong, I haven't. I tried playing. I played a bit of the original Hollow Knight. It was pretty good. That has nothing to do with Warhammer. Getting back to your question,
Okay.
Space Marine 2. Let's see here. Speed Freaks.
Right.
And then I think the only other one I've played other than that. Sorry, no, there's two other ones I played. I played Space Hulk. That one's actually really fun. And then
Dark
what's the
Tide,
last
right?
one? Dark Tide. Yeah, Dark Tide.
What about Bolt Gun?
Oh, right, Bolt Gun. I played Bolt Gun too.
And what about what is it, DACA or something like that? It's the one where you're in an airplane. North?
Oh, Doc Squadron.
Yeah.
I don't know if I count that one. I only played that one for like a couple like an hour, and it was the demo. If you want to throw that in there, then yes, I played that one too. Probably, honestly, the most fun I had either was Space Marine 2 or Speed Freaks.
From what I saw on Speed Freaks, anyways, it looks like it's a really fun afternoon, and it's fun if you've got friends to play with. But I bet it kind of loses its attrition real fast if you're just playing it by yourself.
Well, I haven't touched it in a while, and one of my buddies keeps telling me that I should get back into it because they've added quite a bit more since the last time I played it. They have now Def Coptus.
Oh.
Which would be interesting
in a lot faster than a lot of people thought. Kind of like I don't know if you knew this or not, but I'm assuming you've seen the movie Frozen, or at least you know of it.
Yes. Yes.
So Disney had no idea that movie was going to be like as famous as it was. So when they came out with the second Frozen movie, it was kind of like, crap, where do we go from here? Because the first one was almost like a throwaway. It was, one of their smaller budgeted films. It seems to me like Speed Freaks was very similar to that. They were just kind of like, well, we're going to come throw this out and it caught fire. It's also had a smaller studio though, too, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it exploded nearly as much as you say it did, but that's only because it had early access, and the only thing I don't like about early access games is the fact that if they don't have if they have it out too early for early access, and then they don't do enough, it starts dying down really quickly, so that when the actual game comes out, people just don't play it. It's like, well, I've already played this game, and there's nothing new added, so why should I play it? It seems like they're actually starting to add more stuff to it, and I really do could get back into it. Apparently, Dark Tide's another one that I've missed a lot of content, because they had the Arbiters. Not Arbiters, what are they?
I wasn't a fan of it, but I also didn't play with
They've
other people
apparently
that I knew.
That's the thing about multiplayer games. I feel like it's not going to be nearly as good of experience unless you got the bros playing with you.
Right.
And someone said painted orcs. I forgot how I did their armor.
Well,
like what parts of it are yellow and what parts of it are actually like, cloth and material. Hold on, I have to get some. A lot of yellow one, guys.
I a lot of
Good to
times
know.
will actually go on the Games Workshop site and just see what they have. That usually doesn't.
I couldn't find like it.
Go
I
ahead.
couldn't find any official artwork for like Bad Moon art paint jobs. I found lots of goth. They like painting goths. Kind of the go-to.
I found it.
I could go check.
You gotta kind of like look at it like it's like a genre thing. Because like for instance, if you go to their artillery units, I think all of them are bad moons. Kind of like all the Speed Freaks, pretty much are all evil sons.
Or red, yeah.
So you kind of have to look at that.
Funny because I think the scrap jet Drax, the shock jump Drax, every single time I see it, it's yellow.
Yeah.
I don't know why that one specifically is Bad Moon.
Well, like for instance, the Snaz wagon that I'm doing, I asked Euxin what clan he wanted it, and he said, not crap, Death Skulls. Those are the blue guys, right?
Yeah, those are blue.
And it's kind of funny because there is a model that they painted it anyways, is a Death Skull, but then the other version of it is an Evil Sons. So they have it in bold. It's just also, in case nobody's really kind of noticing what I'm doing here, I don't know if the camera's picking this up or not. Every single one of these spikes I'm painting silver. So kind of goes to show if you don't have any patience at all, don't paint. Yeah, or get an airbrush. Maybe that's the better
Airbrush if you
yeah, just
have the space to do it and just want to paint figures really fast.
spray paint everywhere.
Oh, you're painting an army of Black Legion? Yeah, black primer.
There you go.
There you go.
Alright,
Just paint the, just get a tiny brush, paint the eyes red. There you go. You got your Black Legion. Congratulations.
oh, we got somebody else watching. Ooh. Anyways, hello, whoever else is watching. Feel free to use the chat, like I said. I'll get to it when I can. But, oh, that's fine. The screen is secure. Well, it'll come back anyway.
Maybe. Oh yeah, I see it. I see it. Welcome to live chat.
Yeah.
Privacy and abide by our. Learn more.
See, normally what I do is I just keep it on OBS and then I just open my phone up and then I can see it on my phone. But this second camera that I'm using, it's attached to the phone, so I can't really do that.
That's okay. I don't mind disappearing constantly.
Well, your voice was very
funny. I'm just painting an arm piece, just a shoulder pad.
So now we got all these guys silvered up. And also notice, anyways, to save time, I'm not going to silver up these back ones because no one's going to see them. That's where sometimes I get caught. Like for instance, with this guy, I haven't. Sacrona, anyways, is very adamant about painting all of his guys or gluing all of his guys together before he starts painting. I don't do that. Normally what I'll do is I'll put the body together like this. Okay, so now here's a weird question anyway. So the delay on this Synchrona, does it delay the voice as well as the camera? Right? It should all come in at the same time. Wow, that is
Yeah. Yeah. You
okay.
should.
I just
Also,
wanna make sure.
I'm still
so it's not
invisible.
like I'm holding something up anyways, but my voice is already gone past it. But,
no, it'll show up at the same time.
okay, cool. Dude.
Everything's delayed equally here.
This shows how much I live stream. But anyways, so normally anyways what I'll end up doing, like for instance bigger models, I'll glue the whole body together. But then like for instance the face and the arms, especially the arms, I will normally do separate. And the reason I do that is because that way I can actually get into like the crevices around here and that kind of thing. And with this, actually, by the way, Synchrona, if you get anything big, I know that you already glued your whole truck together. But
To be fair, when I got that truck, it was when I was like 16, so I just glued everything together.
But it actually specifically says in the instructions on how to assemble it, there are actually particular times where they're like, okay, this is where you want to start painting this, and then do it. Because there's a lot of intricacies in here, like for instance, like the bottles and the beer cans at the bottom of this. And good grief, we might have actually just lost it.
No, I'm still here.
We got another commercial.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm not showing up on the stream if that's what you're wondering. I said that
That's what I
earlier,
mean, yeah,
but
yeah.
you just.
I'm looking at the screen. Yeah, no. I know you're still here. I can hear you.
I'm at the camera. Camera's still on. It's still working. Just for some reason, it's no longer displayed. For some reason, I see. Oh, because you're watching. I think you have your stream. Oh, because window capture. That's why. So you have window capture open.
Okay, so what do you want me
So
to do?
it's capturing the stream right now.
Okay. How do we change it back? It was working before.
You know what I would do? I would move your stream into a different window. And then bring back, or click on the tab, hold the tab, and then drag it away from the other ones. Like somewhere off screen. Click and drag.
This. And what do I do with this one? If I just close it?
No,
No, everybody's gone.
now there's nothing. Okay, well, if you still have Discord open, go back to the window capture.
Oh!
Add another window capture.
No, I think I got it.
You,
So if we just go here and then we click on. Shrink it down. And you should magically appear here in a few minutes. Yes?
Librarian Dark Angels painted figure. Oh, there we go. All right, now we're back.
We're back? Well, we're not back on
Still
my
back.
screen yet. Crap.
Oh, and I'm gone again. I was there for a moment.
It almost.
It almost did. It gave us hope, and then immediately dashed it away.
Let me guess, it's up now, isn't it?
I don't know. It's delayed. Enable browser source. Yep. Okay, we're back.
Okay. Here's the question. Can you still see the table? My table. Hands.
Yeah. No, that one's not disappeared at all this entire time. It's just been
Okay.
me and your flip.
Okay. Anyways, like I was saying, these inside parts, I hope I'm showing you the right thing. Now I can't see it with my camera, but the inside we're not really painting because no one's going to see because it's getting glued to the inside of this hubcap thing. It's going right in here. No one's going to see the inside. So, what we do need to do though is we do need to take care of the inside of the front part of it. To do that, we are going to do Dukeson's favorite thing, or Sakrona's favorite thing, which would be dry brushing. So how do you dry brush?
I actually have
You're
a.
so terrified of it.
Because I'm always afraid that I'm going to apply too much pressure and then smear a bunch of paint on the thing I'm trying to dry brush. That's why I'm always petrified because I'm like, because I've done that before where it's like, oh, I don't really see much of difference. Let me apply a little more pressure. Oh, well, now there's just a giant streak. Fantastic. Guess I'm going to just have to live with that being there. But no, what I do is, here, let me grab it because I have a specific brush I use. It's literally Citadel's dry brush. And so what I do is I just dab it in the paint that I want to use. I use dab it a little bit of paint, and then I wipe off as much paint as I can off of onto a napkin, and then I just lightly go over the top of where I want to dry.
Okay, so
Coming back.
the brush that you got right now, that's kind of, so I've got one that's 0 on it. This is what I use to dry brush.
See if it shows up. Hold on.
Little tiny brush.
That's me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try that.
Well, here's one
Why
of the
not?
reasons why is, you know how you're worried about putting a giant streak in it? If you got
Yeah.
a teeny tiny brush, you can only put a teeny tiny
Put a giant streak.
So yeah, dry brushing, for those of you who don't know how to dry brush, is fairly simple. You just take some paint, you try to take as much of it off back into the pot. You just wipe it on some paper or something, and then you just lightly go over it. The part that you want to dry brush. I normally start with the first couple strokes anyways. I try to get it started somewhere where people aren't going to see it. Because like you were saying, Corona anyways, sometimes there is that blob that gets back on there. Which is fine if nobody can see it. Also, there's two forms of different types of dry brushing that I do. There's this one anyways, and then there's the other one, which is where I actually put it in water first. And
Did you not apply water at all with your paints?
No, I do. What do you mean?
Are you just using the paint straight from the container?
Yeah.
No.
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. Every single time people are like, oh, you should add water to it. Okay.
You can. The problem I have with water, anyways, is that it tends to make the paint run.
I haven't had a problem with it running, but it doesn't like apply nearly as much as I would like. And so it almost looks like it's not adding enough paint.
Well, the other thing too is that a lot of times, anyways, because I'm normally painting one thing after another, so my paintbrush is getting wet. I'm still putting it in water because I'm cleaning it off. So, and I think, anyways, that's enough water, anyways, that'll make it work. But as you can see, anyways, now we've got that kind of dry brush in there. It's kind of this grungy, silverish color, but we still need the orc boy painted in there. So we gotta get. This is where we pull out the teeny tiny brush, the 3 brush, which I need a new one because it's starting to fall. Hopefully we can do this. For the inside of this, anyways, what do you think? Should I go with copper, darker copper, or gold?
Hmm.
I have a dark.
This is supposed to be okay. Which
dark.
part of are you supposed to be painting right now?
It's this little orc boy that's in the wheel. It's a little orc face.
Oh, the symbol.
Yeah. The symbol.
I'd probably go copper.
Which I got 2
I
copies.
can never think of anything that's gold with the orcs, like actually gold.
Well, the thing about it is the reason why I brought up gold. I normally don't use gold with my works either. I mean, on the snaz gun or the snaz wagon, I mean, it's got some shinier parts to it, but that's all hazelnut copper that I've dry brushed in there. The only thing I was thinking why gold might work is because then remember we're going to put over the top of the whole thing, we're going to put this black Templar contrast. So it'll kind of grunge it up a little bit more. But, so you're thinking the lighter copper?
Yeah, I think lighter copper would do it. If you're
Oh, there is actually some gold in the snaz gun now that I think about it. In the very bottom of the snaz gun, there is. There are some bottles and cans in there, but then there's also some spit brass. So I colored that gold.
right.
Other than
Oh
that,
yeah, you can just test it with that. There you go.
there's your contrast. All right, so I do have a question for you though, because I did do a poll. I asked people, what would you like me to paint? I'm going to kind of paint a little bit of everything. There's a couple of guys that I kind of want to work on. Obviously, anyways, I want to work a little bit on these orcs. I do have this little dude, a couple of these little dudes, some grots. I've also got a guy that I kind of started, Necron Overlord. But what people really wanted me to focus on, quite frankly, was I picked up some Terminator.
Terminators?
Yeah, Terminators Astartes. I also, anyways, which would have been a different, we would have had a different video, wouldn't have been as much me painting, but putting things together, because I also picked up the Mini Mustang.
Oh, that's cool.
I wanted a tank. But, and I wasn't going to get a Rogel Dorn tank. We're going with the classic. But, here's the question anyways. What should I paint my Astartes? What should they do? Who should they be?
That's a good question. Like, does it... the Terminator, did they come from a specific set, or is it literally just...
They are just Terminators. So there's, they do, you're absolutely right there, Soprano. They do have some specific models that they do, like, for instance, Black Templars. Dark Angels are also another one, and then Space Wolves. I think that's the third. But the rest of them, anyways, all of them kind of have some guys, anyways, that are kind of theirs, but the basic model of most of them, anyways, they're your blueberries. That's what they're shown, anyways, is their pictures. But you can obviously paint them any way you want, and quite frankly, anyways, they come with different stickers for different factions. Chapters. That's what.
Chapters.
I should know this. Believe
about to say,
believe it or
Mr.
not, Sakrona, I run
Mr.
the
John
Warhammer
Warhammer.
40K podcast. I should know these things.
What, John Warhammer doesn't know the difference between factions and chapters?
Yeah.
My gosh.
You should. I should go back and listen to when we did our one on Space Wolves. It was, I think, the second group of Voxies that we did. I was hopelessly lost because the Space Wolves don't have chapters. They're not a chapter. They have companies.
They are a legion. The company, sorry.
Yeah. They were Legion, but now they are companies. And it's really confusing anyways, especially if you're going back and forth between the two. And of course, anyways, Euxin being able to keep track of all of it anyways just made me look like a retard. I'm like, so this company, chapter, damn it!
Oh. It's kind of like me when I keep thinking. Mostly I talk about with my friends the chapters of the Loyalists, and then I'll start referring to the traitor chapters. I'm like, wait, no, they're still legions.
They're technically
here.
not actually at this point. They're more like war bands. That's the best way to describe it. There are a couple that are still kind of retain their legiancy. Word bearers. I think those are kind of pretty much the only ones. And of course, anyways, the Black Legion. It's the name, Black Legion.
The Black Legion.
Yes.
Okay, so because Chaos Terminators usually look a bit different than Loyalist Terminators. Usually, when I think, well, then again, the only Terminators I can think of when I think of Chaos is Black Legion. They usually have the giant horns sticking out. I'm assuming these do not.
They have extra spiky bits. Well, what was the question you had at the end there?
I'm assuming the ones that you got do not have the spiky bits.
No, these are loyalists. These are loyalist Terminators.
Okay. Do they have? Do any of them have flamer weapons?
What's that?
Do any of them have flamer weapons?
No, I'm not making salamanders. If that's what you're asking. No, they don't. They are armed with. You can have them with power fists, storm bolters, obviously. I think there's a Melta in here. Oh, you got a little chainsaw thing. Yeah. It's attached to your power fist. But no heavy flamers.
I think then what?
Oh, rocket
Okay, what
launchers.
what is your favorite chapter that of Loyalist faction?
The Loyalist space. What? Doesn't mean I have to make a space. I could go with my very own thing. We could call them the Royal Griffins. Make them purple and red.
Or you could be like a complete delinquent, like the people in Space Marine 2, and just make it all different colors for the armor. Call them the Skittle Marine.
Call them the what? The Skill Marine?
The Skittle Marines. Or sorry, no, not the Skittle Marines. The Crayon Marines. The Crayon Eaters. There we go.
Well,
They'll have like a red arm, a black leg.
Well, I'm thinking about that anyways. I can definitely at least start painting at least the Aquila and the skulls and stuff like that. That's all gonna be like gold. It's gonna be gold and shaded off anyways. A little passion copper.
Got the arm. Now the arm's brown too. Cool.
So, okay, I got a question for you because I can, depending on what I'm painting, I go one way or the other. Do you normally paint like the big parts or the small parts of your model?
I paint the big parts because I always paint over the.
So you paint the big parts and you get smaller and smaller and smaller?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like I could put more detail in that way. Versus if I paint the small parts, I'm always going to be nervous when I go back to paint the big parts. Like, paint over, I'm going to paint over, I'm going to paint over, I'm going to paint over. I've spent so much time putting so much detail into this. Please, for the love of God, date it! I've done it again! Go back and paint it.
I was gonna. Well, I'm gonna probably lose you here for a second.
Uh-oh.
How far? Where is there a timer on the OBS? It shows how long it is.
Yes, it should be on the bottom right.
Okay, so for those of you anyways wondering that are, why am I saying this now? Okay, so don't let me forget. 37 minutes and 45 seconds. Oh, I got it magically to work again so I can see all the screens. Sweet. The reason why I say don't let me forget that is so that I can put it down anyways when I'm starting the Terminator. For people who were actually just really wanted to see me paint a Terminator. A couple of wheels. Wow. It took me, those 2 wheels, it took me 37 minutes.
If it makes you feel any better, in 37 minutes I've gone yellow. That's it. That's all I've accomplished.
Yellow or tired? You take your pick. Which one's worse? Leave it in the comments.
Like 5 yellow shoulder pads and helmets, or 2 tired?
Or 2 tires, yes. That aren't even done yet.
And now there's the yellow.
Let's add a little bit of water to this. So I will say I do kind of like these pots because I do the same thing you're doing right now, where you just pull the paint right out of the lip.
See, I wasn't doing that, but then when you were like, oh yeah, I just do that, I'm like, oh, well now I'm gonna do it.
The downside of doing that though is that sometimes the paint gets in the creases of the pot, and then your paint will start to dry out. But you have to like be really sloppy with it, or sometimes it just comes like that, honestly. With this gold, it kind of came like that, which is really frustrating. So for those of you anyways watching at home, I'm starting with all the gold stuff that he's got on, which isn't going to be much. Big one anyway, obviously, is going to be right here. It's going to be the quill. Or the quill is the one with the two-headed bird, right?
Yeah, that's the Aquila.
Yeah, this is the winged skull, dude. Is that just the Astartes symbol?
Yeah.
The reason why I'm kind of starting small on this is, well, there's two. First is that I don't know what real colors he's going to have. And second, and we knew anyways that he was going to have gold on. And secondly, anyways, if I do what I just did here, anyways, in the wings, see how it kind of brushed across, anyways, the well, anyways, what you can't see here, just trust me, anyways, is that I could it and it got over anyways his armor. This way, anyways, when we come back and repeat the armor, and face that. But normally, anyways, I do what you do. I start with the bigger stuff. Because, well, I said anyways I could fix it, the same goes the other way around, so if you start with the big stuff and you happen to paint over some of the smaller stuff, it's okay, because you can go back and fix it.
Because I've been, besides your voice, I've been painting in complete silence.
Oh, you can't hear the music?
No, okay. Why would I be able to hear the music playing from your computer?
I don't know. You just gotta believe.
I just gotta believe it's there. It's real.
So, how's work going anyways this holiday season?
Well, you know,
Is it as chaotic?
surprise corporate walk, and so I'm gonna, surprise corporate walk during the busiest time of the year. That's always fun. And of course, they have no one to really do any of the work except me, because everyone else just knows how to push cards. They also take extra long breaks, which eventually causes their best employee, aka me, to have a mental breakdown and start shooting out people.
Are you actually a boss?
But people,
Are you allowed to
no.
shoot people out?
Yes.
It's like, little did you
I may not be a
know,
boss.
Sigrona,
I may not be officially a boss, but they give me so much. They give me so much leeway because I do so much for the store that they're just like, okay, you know what? You shouldn't be doing that, but we're gonna let it slide because
you're a good employee.
when HR is like, wow, he should be a manager. Because we had HR. HR happened to come in because I happened to be treating out a guy who took a 30-minute, 10-minute break, and then like 10 minutes later decided to go on his lunch.
See, if you time enough of those together, you don't have to work at all.
Or you just hide in the back and not work at all anyway.
I work at all.
Yeah, that's what I had to deal with. And so also I realized I was painting off screen this time. I'm sorry, people. Here we go. So what ended up happening was I ended up having, I was at my wit's end. I like literally just finished cleaning all the windows on the outside because again, no one's helping do anything. They were like, hey, management, we have corporate coming in and we have all these projects to do. Have fun. Great, thank you. So I had to clean all the windows on the outside. So at this point, I'm tired. I've been having to work in the cold. I come inside, deal with the person who's literally been there the entire time during my lunch. I head back outside. He goes outside, and then immediately, like literally 10, 20 minutes later, goes to take his lunch. And at that point, I've just had it with this kid. So I go in, start treating him out. And then, yeah.
This is you punk.
Listen here, you little shits. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I didn't go quite that far, but
You won.
it did. I really wanted to. It took all my restraint not to start going, okay, listen here, you garbage. I am having to do everything, so unless you're planning on contributing, you do not get this special treatment anymore.
What was this? You got special treatment?
Well, no one's calling him out for the fact that he just disappeared for half an hour and then eventually took a break and decided to clock out on lunch. Eventually, again, it got so bad to me explaining this, I started getting a little more rowdy that a manager pulled me to the side. Was like, listen, just let me know. What exactly did you see? How long was he on his break? Okay, I'll let your boss know. Don't worry. Just go back to what you're doing. Don't worry about it. And then HR I ended up talking with HR later, and she's just like, oh yeah, you're fine. Like, maybe don't do that, but I'm not gonna grill you on it. I think the only person who's really gonna beat you up for chewing this kid out is yourself. Other than that, whatever.
Well, the kid probably.
In fact, I heard the last.
I was having a beer with his friends. Like, can you believe this asshole? What he told me to do?
You told me to work?
He told me to work. What a dick.
Where does he get up telling me what to do?
Yeah, but believe it or not, you're supposed to do that in society. Oh, that's why I'm so worried about the work kids on the block. These, what are they called? Generation Z now?
Is it? Are we still in Generation Z? I thought the newest kids. That's the generation after us.
So, depending on who you talk to, anyways, I'm part of either Generation X or a millennial. I'm born in that area, anyways, where it's kind of like, yeah, I could go either way. You, though, were definitely born as a millennial because you were born in the 90s.
Yeah. Literally, everyone keeps saying that Gen Z started in 95. So I lucked out. I don't get to, I'm still grouped with the millennials, but...
Oh, they said that Gen Z started in 95? That's weird.
Yeah.
I thought all 90s kids pretty much were millennials.
I wish.
Well, wasn't that the whole point in 2000 anyways? It's the millennium. It's the name millennials.
I don't know, man. I just go with what I've been told. Whatever people tell me. People said it started in 95. I'm like, okay, cool. That doesn't concern me then.
Okay, so, but then after millennials, it's what, Generation Z?
Yeah, and I don't know if we're on. We gotta be on the gen.
What's
Right.
the next one?
I don't know.
Generation A. We started over. We couldn't come up with a name. Nor did we get it.
This wasn't Gen X. Gen X was the boomers, right? That's where the
Yeah, no.
that was the
no,
nickname.
No. Boomers were like the 50s. 50s and 60s.
That's definitely something that people argue about too. Then I'm Gen. Yeah, yes, Caramel. You are Gen Z
Oh, you are
or
streaming?
not? I don't know. I'm not.
Are
She's
you
in your
streaming,
chat.
Or is she just watching my channel?
She's watching in your chat.
Oh, hi, cat. I can't see the thing because whenever I do, all the cameras disappear.
That's okay. I can. You know what? I don't have that problem, so I can read for you.
Oh, cool. Have we gotten any questions or anybody other than cat?
Nope. Nope. Cat. It's literally just cat
You're
popped
like,
in.
nope, it's cat. Oh. No.
I triggered her with the Gen Z comment. I awoken the dormant beast.
So you guys are technically Gen Z. Oh, I always thought you were.
No, I'm not. I said I'm not.
Well, I thought you just said anyways.
Let's see.
95 that you're Gen Z.
Okay, how old am I?
Oh, I know.
I'm 94. 94.
But you're born in 94. So you just squeaked out.
That's why I'm so.
Okay.
Yeah, I just squeaked out. Hello, I was making food. No, Gen X is after boomers. My dad's Gen. Okay, sorry. So boomers, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z.
No, you've also got flower children in there too.
I was making food. You're old. We're not old.
No, I'm old.
We're well aged.
When she said her dad's Gen X, I'm like, oh. Technically, I'm part of the Gen X squad last they checked.
We're not old. We're well aged. I'm trying to give you an out here, okay?
Not working. You just
It's like trying
realized
to
the fact that you're old.
it's like handing
so-
someone a rope. It's like handing someone a rope to pull them out of the hole, and they're just digging deeper. Like, no, I can get out this way. I promise. To China.
I'm born in this hole. I'll die in this hole. By the way, you should pick some of this stuff up. It's Excelsior's baked apple cider.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Huh. What time is it? Thank you.
Especially if you mix with rum.
I haven't had rum in a while. You have some Jack Daniels. In fact, as soon as I'm done painting this, like, or leather, I feel like I find a better place to put it.
Maybe we give him just black armor. I always like black. Black is always in style.
What you could do, one of my favorite things is the, what are they called? It's the Blood Angels, but it's the ones that are already succumbing to the thirst.
Oh,
What?
No, you're talking about no, the ones that are actually part of the Blood Angels.
Death Watch.
Yeah. No.
Not-
Death Watch is part of the it's a military aspirant of the Inquisitors of the Xenos branch. No, but
What am
yeah,
I thinking of?
I think they're called Death Company. So you were close.
Death
You were
Company.
very
That's what
close.
that's what it is. I got the death part. That was the important one.
I don't
You knew what I
know.
was talking about. Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that.
I don't know. I don't know enough about them. I'm sure we did.
By the way, how's the painting?
Your whole box on it.
Oh, well, we've been painting for about almost an hour, and he's got 2 tires and an Aquila done, and I've got yellow pads, helmets, and 2 leathers. 3 leathers. 4 leathers. Oh, I went out for the...
Although, the 2 tires, because I did get them done now anyways, my snap's back there. Actually, looks like it could drive some. Which is a positive.
I will be right back. I'm gonna go get something to drink real quick.
I was thinking, because, okay, so here's the deal.
I will be turning off my camera, though.
Oh,
Be right back.
I'll wait till he gets back. Until he gets back. Yeah, I really don't know. I kind of... Okay, so I did do... I've painted one other Space Marine. And it was a fallen Dark Angel. And I thought he turned out pretty good. Fallen Dark Angel Chaplain. Dude. But I don't think anyway. He's got robes, man. He's important. I don't think that's really... want to go with that for my Templar or my Astartes guys. So all these guys, anyways, though, are going into my army of Salamis. Which, yeah, quick, since we're going to take a break. You look up over here.
All right.
On top of the computer, there is my army of Salamis. As you can see, we have... It's just my way of saying, anyways, I can kind of paint whatever I want. With different schemes. Where did he go? I even
here.
have a...
I'm...
What?
It's coming back. Oh, you're painting guy. Never mind. Uh-oh. Why is my camera not turning back on?
Do I have to accept you back in?
Oh, no. I know what's going on. Hold on.
Probably my fault.
Nope, it is my fault. 100% my fault. Don't. Off. On. There we go. Okay. Because I had my camera hub up so that I can zoom in and out. I can just go.
Okay.
There we go.
Careful, Sakura. I do... the people that watch my stream are a little bit older clientele. You might actually give them a heart attack there. Doing that. Anyways, so like I said, I kind of panned over. The army of Salamis is... So there is actually such a thing in Warhammer 40k. Do you know what it is? There.
Nope.
Okay. So Trazine the Infinite, which I actually picked up a model of Trazine.
So you can be very excited about that.
What's that?
Be very excited about that.
Not really.
I know that's my point. He doesn't. Last check, he wasn't a particularly big fan of Trazine.
Trazine is my favorite character. The problem is...
No, Trazine's awesome.
Yeah, the problem is that he needs a new model, and needs it bad because it's done with like PVC piping, plastic. So it's just not very well made, and he's kind of bendy, which isn't good. And he needs to be bigger. But anyways, so the concept though is that the army of Salamis is that Trazine lives on Salamis, which is his own planet that he's literally turned the inside of it into a giant museum, where he takes all the stuff that he's collected over the years, be it Terminators, or he apparently has a clone of Ferrus Manus there, which you guys ran into, if I recall right.
Yes.
It didn't go so well.
No, that went well. What are you talking about?
No,
that went well.
It's when he ran into Fabius Bile that it didn't go well. But oh wow, wait, oh, I didn't even notice that. That's fine.
What?
Oh, the music shut off.
Oh, that's the thing I forgot to do too. Oh, it makes me, let's see. Whoa, that's a lot. It makes me wonder how much all of it costs. A lot. Yeah, Citadel plastic is expensive.
What costs a lot?
Warhammer figures?
Yeah. I've honestly been really tempted to be.
If I had space, that's what I would do too.
But like I was saying anyways, is that way I can kind of pick whatever I want, because whenever he goes into battle, he brings some tesseract shit to it, and he throws them on the battlefield. And who knows what's going to pop out of there? It could be Tyranids or Catechins or Tau. So that way it kind of gives you a system to keep it. Hence why I have lined up on my computer, I have Tau guys lined up with Catechins and in front of them.
So, hello, I had a Silver Scratch Build product 6277. You can call me Silver. How you doing?
Yeah,
He is painting Terminator. We don't know what kind of Terminator yet,
we haven't figured
but it's Terminator. I am painting Bad Moon Orcs.
Who popped up?
Their name is Silver Scratch Built,
Why
or
would it
Silver
be-
Scratch Built product 6277.
That wouldn't by any chance be Clem, would it? I mentioned it to my Tacticus guys, anyways, that we'd be live streaming today. Plug the thing on Discord and maybe they'll show up. But by the way, how are you liking Tacticus?
All right, have fun. I'm really trying. This last couple of weeks, I finally started breaking the habit of just buying whatever things are on there.
Oh, good.
I mean,
That's
no.
a good habit.
I figure I've got enough stuff that I can last just doing the free to play now.
Right.
And I'm enjoying it. I finally got Abaddon up to Diamond 3, so I'm excited about that.
I don't know.
Now that he's actually, viable.
Are you
He's,
talking about his armor or are you talking about his stars?
I'm talking about his stats. He's currently legendary star. He's going to be, hopefully soon, I'll have him at Mystic.
Okay.
Whatever the
Mythic.
one above that. Mythic, not Mystic.
Alright, so I'm probably going to lose you guys here for a minute, but I do need to take a look at a picture of a Terminator. I mean, I'm still going to be here, but you'll probably lose everybody's screens.
We won't. What we won't lose is
The audio.
your table.
The table will remain. Okay,
Table!
Terminator.
You actually got your little bro bringing out his orcs after months so you can finally paint it.
Yeah. So,
Fun fact, I didn't know we were streaming tonight. It wasn't until like 15 minutes before we were about to get started. He's like, oh, by the way, it's a stream. What? Huh?
well, the only time we ever painted together is because of the stream.
I mean, it could have been just a nice one-on-one session, but I'm not complaining. Painting is painting. I'm having fun.
Wow, they are so simple. Okay.
Yeah, there's not a lot. It's literally just a little highlight there, a little shadow there.
In the main color.
Yeah,
Wow. Oh, okay.
got that Bolton hammer-esque feel to them.
Oh, yeah, that's, I don't know, man. Part of me just wants
You don't
to kind
think
of
it? You
dry brush and kind of grayish and no, I can't do that.
I'm going to be painting Iron Warriors. I need to get their Primarch.
Okay,
Which
well,
one
ask
happened,
the silver dude anyways. Well, actually, I can ask you. He's probably listening. Are there any chapters that you know of anyways that are loyalist chapters that are purple? And why, you may ask, the color purple is because I bought this color purple for one figure that I needed, like a little bit of it, and I've never used it again. Oh,
I, I just got my space sharks put together and going to paint them on stream. That's cool.
All right, huh?
What would sharks color be? It would just be like a super dark navy, right?
No, they're gray, dude.
They're gray? Okay.
Dark gray, and I'd probably put in a little spack on the silver. And the armor, but...
Once that dry, then too bad. So I used a lot less water on these mod. You can tell which one. This one I used more water for the paint. I don't know if you guys could tell with the crappy light I'm giving you, but this one didn't use as much water as this one.
Okay.
I think it turned out pretty good. I still think I can
like
get the
better?
details in there.
Which
That's a
one do you
good-
like better? Alright, well, you know what?
I'll probably experiment with the pants. See which
I do
better.
that, and that's not- I actually do need some I mean, I've got this yellow, I could always make them Imperial Fist. I was hoping to use a color that I don't use very often.
Well, what if I painted black, then dry brush? I can try that with. See if that works.
Okay, this is what we're gonna go with the original color. Purple.
Can't think of any, but
We're painting him purple.
we're painting him purple. We'll make a new chapter. If Games Workshop won't give me a purple chapter, I'll make my own. Dang it!
Unfortunately, there's only one purple chapter that I know of, and it's definitely not gonna be them because they're not
Yep.
loyalists anymore. And they're actually kind of purple.
You don't want the ones dedicated to Slanesh?
No.
It could
Although,
work.
you know, I wouldn't mind picking up some Noise Marines. That'd be kind
Noise
of fun
Marines
to
are
paint.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can't think of any, but my Eldar Tyranids and Tau are blue and purple. And purple Tau. I don't think I've ever seen purple ever on a Tau.
I've got purple on my town. That was the figure,
Well, there
actually.
you go.
It was part of his robe. That, and then I've got a Necron that's holding a Tau head. And he's whipped it off of a Tau. And I figured that the blood of a Tau's gotta be kind of like purplish blue, right? So we did that. Yeah. I think there is actually a color scheme for Tau that is purple. I just don't remember what set they're from or whatever. Speaking of Tau, are you pretty stoked about Farsight showing up in Tacticus?
Farsight's the one that you really, right? The one that's a lot less
So
of your traditional
Farsight's
Tau.
like that guy, anyways, that you talk to, anyways, and they're just like, I can't stand country music. And you go, well, what about Johnny Cash? Okay, I like Johnny Cash. Farsight's Johnny Cash. It's probably the best way to describe. He's just the guy that he doesn't. He created his own like set. He's got his own worlds, the Farsight Enclaves. He doesn't follow the Tau. He just happens to be Tau. That, and he's got a
I'll have to look.
badass demon sword.
I'll have to look into him.
And you're saying, what? A Tau with a sword? Yes.
I didn't even think about that until you just mentioned. Like that does seem a little odd, but you know what?
He's got a really cool sword that he doesn't realize it is demon possessed. Because, as you know, the Tau don't really, they don't really fall prey to the warp as humans do. So, but what he doesn't realize is that this sword, anyways, he's also really, really old. And the reason he's really, really old is that every enemy he kills with this sword, it's vampiric. So it grants him life from the user that he killed, and he has no idea it's doing it.
Is this just context from like one of the books where it's from even inside the sword's perspective, I assume.
I'm guessing, or it's along the lines of it was in a codex. I think it was in the codex, anyways, that I have of the Tau. See, as opposed to some people, I'm okay with the fish people. I know you don't like them. I don't know why you don't. Like, you say because they're communists. It's like, yeah, it's so fascist. They're better. Oh, good point.
I don't know, something about them has always rubbed me the wrong way.
I think a lot of people don't like them is because they're almost good guys. And in a setting where there are no good guys. So it almost feels cheap. And then
It's cheating. You can't have.
Yeah. And then Games Workshop, instead of just like, which they could have done anyways, and honestly they should have done, is just kind of like dug into that and actually just kind of went, well, you know what? Some people are gonna not like them, and some people are. We'll just keep them the way they are. No, then they tried to make them like creepy, and it just didn't work because everybody's like, well, no, now you have them as the good guys, and now you're trying to turn them into bad guys again. That doesn't make any sense. They're all being brainwashed by the ethereals. No, they're not. That doesn't make any sense. None of this makes any sense. I don't know. I do like. The other thing I like about them too is that as opposed to every other military, well, okay. The Eldari are like this. Well, no, the Eldari also like hand-to-hand combat. The Tau figured out anyways that it's significantly more works better if you just shoot the people that are coming at you instead of, I don't know, trying to run in and hack them to death with a sword.
That's boring.
Which is also probably why people don't like it. It's like, that's very on Warhammer 40k. It's like, yeah, but that actually makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but it goes against the rule of cool.
The rule of cool only works in.
No, it works in War. I would say Warhammer gets that too. Because where else are you going to see people running into combat with a chainsaw? Especially when you've got things like rail cannons or power swords. No, I'm going to take this chainsaw and cleave people in half with that.
Chainsaw's another one.
Make sense? No.
Sense to me, yeah. So what do you do?
I just ordered 2 Supremacy, let's see. Silver says, I just ordered 2 Supremacy armor for Tau, a Phantom Titan for Eldar, and got the Sister Pendant Crusader host, and I need to build and paint 2 Warhound Titans. A lot of stuff.
Holy crap. Do you have any money left? 2 Warlord class Titans?
No, not Warhound.
Oh.
Still expensive.
Still expensive, but a lot less expensive. Okay. I was like, holy crap. I've never talked to someone that actually purchased a Titan class war. Or
let alone
class Titan.
2.
Yeah, let alone 2. Holy shit. So have you been doing decently well on the new guy? Have you gotten him yet?
No, actually, I don't have the new guy yet. You're talking about the Emperor's Children?
Yeah.
No, I've not unlocked him yet. But I'm getting close.
I haven't got him yet, and I didn't get first person I've gotten well.
I have 10. 10 what?
The girl, Stouty. What's her name?
I don't remember. I'm not gonna bother pulling up my phone.
Python and Title.
Where'd that originate from, anyways? That sounds like
It's South Park.
the South Park. Okay, I thought so. Oh, die. Sounds like something Carter would say.
I think it is Cartman. I can't stand
Yeah.
that show, but alright.
Cartman, sorry, not Carter. Cartman.
Yeah.
Right, now where's my tiny bread?
Well, I got this guy purple. I'm starting to regret my decision.
What was it? Wow, that is
He's purple.
really purple.
Wow.
That we've created the Barney Marines.
The Barney Marine. That's what we'll call them. The Barneys. The Barneys are coming. The Barneys are coming. What were his two friends again?
Don't know. One of them's
One's a Triceratops.
wasn't
right?
one of them Triceratops? Yeah, the little Triceratops. I couldn't remember what the green girl was.
I don't even remember either of their names.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I've been kind of binge watching a lot of the Muppet movies with my girls, like the old school Muppet movies. Like we just watched Muppet Treasure Island.
And
Oh, that's a classic.
And the Most Wanted.
But it's just interesting, anyways. I can't for the life of me remember who those two guys are from Barney and a lot of the people from Sesame Street, but I can remember almost all of the Muppets.
Who's the guy that originally made the Muppets? The guy who did
Jim
Kermit
Henson?
and Jim Henson. I remember Jim Henson. What's the dog's name?
Ralph the dog.
Ralph, yeah. Ralph the dog. He did an interview. I can't remember what the interview was, but he brought a couple of the Muppets. He brought Kermit and then Ralph.
I don't know if he originally did Ralph. I can't remember.
He did do Ralph.
Oh, you did? Okay. Because there were two guys,
Yeah.
anyways, that did most of the Muppets, and it was they're technically I want to say four.
Him and Frank Oz, yeah.
Frank Oz is the other one. Then there was Brian. I can't remember his last name, and then one other dude. And then when Jim Henson died, his son took over for him to do a bunch of them. But so he did Ralph the dog and Kermit the Frog.
Yeah. Hey, you son of a bitch! Hearing that in Ralph's voice is hilarious, by the way.
I'm no hyphens, but I get by.
Also, it's also kind of funny anyway, because I mean, the Muppets have always had a lot of adult humor in them as well.
Yeah.
But it's interesting how much more simplistic the humor got over the years. It's almost like the people from the Muppets realize that kids are like, I don't know, not as smart. I don't know. Might not be the right word. But it just seems like a lot of the kids' humor got dumbed down and a lot of the adult humor got sped up. Oh, he is really purple.
Yes. Yes, he is.
It's super purple. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not going with purple dude anymore, I don't think. I honestly did not realize too anyways until I looked at the Terminators that they really are just one color. Maybe this is also why people like Space Marines. Is because when you paint them, they're really simple. I mean, compared to, like, for instance, this dude.
Stand by.
This is a Tempest
Oh.
Silent. He's even got a mustache. I mean, just all the detail work in it is just insane as opposed to these Space Marines where paint them blue! No, what are they called? Blueberries. Alright. New plan. So you use Flash Gets Yellow, don't you?
For the lighter colors, yes, that's what I use. I do for the base of the paint, I do Everland Sunset color.
But you
But then
also
for
start with
the
a white
actual-
primer too, which I don't do.
Yeah.
I start with a black primer. There's a couple reasons I do that. Most of the guys I paint aren't super bright either. But not today. Today?
Today, purple. Yes.
No, I'm changing it. I don't like it. Thinking Imperial Fist. Imperial Fist could be cool. Well, they're really yellow.
I do like the yellow. Yeah, I do like the yellow for the Imperial Fist. Especially the blue, a lot better than just. Huh. Neat.
Before I completely change this, yes, he's purple. But he gets it off the purple people meter. Oh shit. Pretty nice upsetting.
Frank Oz voice Yoda voice was slowed version of Miss Piggy, Iron Hands. Isn't Iron Hands just gray? Isn't it just like a lighter version of Iron Warriors? Or it's just a lighter gray?
Gray and black, yeah. We're gonna try to spruce this guy up a little bit. Maybe come up with the Royal Griffins. We said he had to be completely purple, right?
Wasn't there that one episode of Hammer and Bolter that had what was he called? The one with the guy who keeps challenging different orcs until he finally challenges the war boss.
Oh yeah, that wasn't 40K though. That was or it was part of their series though. It was Bolter and Hammer and Bolter. The
Yeah.
one that they didn't animate the whole thing for some weird reason. So it's only like 30
Had awesome
frames
art
per
style.
second.
Yeah, awesome art style. His poor animation.
But yes, I know which one you're talking about. It's the one from Age of Sigmar. I can't remember what they call it. It was their way of trying to save Warhammer Fantasy. They're like, we'll start it all over again, and this time we'll throw Space Marines in there. It's kind of what they do. Let's see.
You know, I was thinking the main guy for that particular episode.
Yeah. What about him?
Oh, for the paint scheme.
Oh, kind of.
Kind
a brownish
of. That's
red.
almost what it reminded me of. Oh. Bar.
Like half and half. Some Space Marines do that. Hey, let's paint an orc while we're trying to figure it out. Sure. Yeah. Orcs are easy. Or actually, I got a little. I got a grot. Let's do a grot.
You got your grots. I was about to say, you said you had to paint your grots anyways, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
So, starting with a grot as opposed to a normal orc. Okay, we can do both. We can show people how we do both. Okay, so with normal orc, I do mine completely different than what Sacrona does. The Chrono always starts with a light green, and then he kind of, with dry brushing, you darken their complexion with darker shades of green, correct?
False.
What?
I do a somewhat lighter green and then go even lighter on top of that.
I do the exact opposite, kind of. I do a dark shade of green, and then I lighten it up with dry brushing. But that's with a regular orc. So regular orc, anyways, I'd normally start with a Caliban base. Your skin, as you can see, I've got the dude that's going to be going into the snot wagon. Or snaz wagon, or whatever they call it. The dune buggy. But if we're going to start with a grot, we got to start with a lighter shade of color. Which I haven't actually done a grot, and I don't think I've ever done a grot before now that I think about it. Back in the day, I used to paint. I was a fantasy warhammer guy, so I painted like black orcs and snotlings. Snotlings were always fun. I even made, anyways, a snotling champion who was awesome. Little dude with a golden ball and chain that he used to beat the crap out of black orcs with. I think I'm gonna go with Elysian green. And we'll dry brush it with this Nurgling green. It's pretty light, but they are. Alright, what do you think?
Elysian green. Because you're dry brushing, you said the dark colors on afterward, or?
No, I go lighter. I start dark and I go lighter, but I'm also doing a quad. So
I could still say go with the darker color because they're still pretty much. Elysian green. Ooh, that's kind of light. I would go with the other one. Yes.
Alright. And you know what? I've got like 15 grots, so and they're grots. So
you always do one with one color, one the other color, and then decide from there.
There you go. Yeah, like with the grots, anyways, I'll do the same thing, anyways. That Soprano did, anyways, and I'll start with their base, which is because I mean they're pretty much naked. They got a robe or and some boots, but most of them is going to be green. Quite frankly, the reason that I don't have an orc army like Soprano does is because I had an orc army for fantasy, and I painted so many orcs. I got so tired of painting orcs. Because back in the day for fantasy, anyways, there was like 3 models of orcs. They were all the same. So you painted every one of them exactly the same, and it just used like 5 colors. It was just.
It worked. Yeah, I can see why you're tired of it after a while. To be fair, of all these models aren't exactly that different.
Right.
One will have maybe a different helmet, the other one will have a slightly different chest piece, and that's about it.
But the brilliant part about 40k though is that you have different clans. So if you get tired of painting bad moons, you can go, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint myself a blood axe instead. Or, you know, because they got different color schemes. Or Goth.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Or I could just make him freebooters and paint him whatever the hell I want.
Exactly.
Oh, I messed up the paint. Well, he's a freebooter now.
What did you call him anyways? What Space Marine 2 did? With the multicolored
the crayon eater clan. Yes.
Should have just called him a Marine then. Joke for all my Marine friends out there. I'm assuming you probably haven't heard that bit, have you?
No, I've not.
Purple crayons of the tasteless. I believe that's what they say. It's a Marine. It's a joke about the Marines.
I figured.
guys might notice, you might not, I don't know, but I'm painting over his eyeballs. I mean, it's better than last time. Last time, anyway, just like fogging the screen. Put it down at my desk. We're gonna get the rest of the skin all done, and then probably go back to the Terminator. I love, by the way, the Grot gun. It's like the biggest magnum you've ever seen. It's a 6-shooter. Probably shoots a bullet the size of his face, you know? How he's able to actually shoot it is beyond me.
Probably shoots it once and then falls back from the recoil. On his ass.
It's up again. Sees if he killed anything and then either moves forward or runs away. Have you read the Brutal Canon series?
I have, yes. I'm actually rereading it now. I've been reading through the Horus Heresy, and I've gone to the Mechanicum book. It's such a slugfest. I can't, like, dealing with the Densus Mechanicus with other people involved, it's okay. I can deal with that. But when the entire book is dedicated specifically to the Mechanicum, it's just... on top of that, it's just so slow. Like, every single time, once in a while, they bring in Warlord and talk about the Titans. I'm like, yeah, this is exciting. And then they cut back to the Mechanicum. I'm like, no! I don't care about Calbor. Go back to the Titans, please. Yeah, cool. Scrap code, whatever. Titans, please. Free me from this.
I've never been a big fan of Mechanicus. I mean, they do have some kind of codes. The Titans. But other than that, not only that, but they just hide behind this whole, well, it's logical. It's like, dude, no, it's not. You're just being an asshole. You can't just cover that.
Kind of why I like.
It's
they were written well in what is it? Kaivis Kane in the second book, and then also Brutal Cunning. That's about the only places where I've read about them, been like, okay, you know what? Their inclusion isn't the worst thing in the world. But an entire book, like, I want to finish the book and then move on as quickly as possible, but I just needed a break. I couldn't stand anymore. So I bought an actual hard copy of Brutal Cunning and have been reading that. And then I also got the first omnibus of God's Ghosts.
God's Ghost is a good one. Space Wolf is good too.
They only had 4 books. They had 4 books when I went to Barnes & Noble the other day, because I went there on a whim. One of them was Brutal Cunning, then there was the omnibus for God's Ghost, then there was The Siege on Terra, Volume 1, and then, of course, the 3rd book of the Horus Heresy.
The Siege of Terra, Volume 1 is in, like, the Solar Wars?
I just said The Siege of Terra.
Oh.
Volume 1.
So I think the Siege of Terra, the first book, is called the Solar Wars. I mean, there might be another book series anyways, but the Solar Wars was terrible. It wasn't the worst. It was boring. Let's put it that way. I kept falling asleep reading it. Let's put it that way. The second book was actually pretty good. It's when the siege actually starts. The whole first book is space battles.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. It's the Chaos Legions getting to Terra.
Which is funny because the book, I can't remember. I think it's literally the book right before the one I was reading now. I can't remember what it's actually called. Into the Abyss, I believe is what it's called. Which deals a lot with dealing with Chaos War ship.
Chaos.
And they have space battle in there, and it's pretty entertaining. But it's only like 2 chapters.
This is like the whole book.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm off to finish my Revenant Titan go about 150 hours into it, and I need to add weathering, and it's done. I'm ready to eviscerate my opponents. Nice.
Well done, man.
Like, once I get comfortable, if I ever get comfortable paying, one model that I would love to pay is a
Is it what?
Gargant.
Oh, Gargant? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I'd rather paint Titan, but...
Yeah, but see, then I just have a Titan. See, if I did that, though, I just have a Titan hanging around that I'd never use.
All you could do is like put like a little orc necklace over the top of it. Now it's an orc Titan. See how that
Just an orc symbol on the shoulders.
Well, one, anyways, you could take on and take off. That way, anyways, if you wanted to play, people would think, oh wait, no, I'll play as the Imperium this time. I don't even know, anyways, how many points those are too. Trying to field a Titan. It's got to be a ridiculous amount of pointage. So the question is, okay, so here's the question here. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good.
I mean,
Okay. Here. You think I should go with the whole, paint the whole armor anyways? You can't even see it from there, I bet.
I could kind of see it. No. I think if you just did, like, honestly, are you trying to do, like, in half and half, or are you...
That's what I'm thinking of, either doing a half and half or doing, like, the heavy plating part of it, this, like, burgundy red color, and the inside of it being purple.
Both would actually be pretty cool. I think, though...
I mean, because obviously we can't have him be burnt. When we're starting to paint him, I'm like, yeah, we can't do that.
I think, honestly, probably... I think the concept, it looks better if you do the half and half like that.
Okay.
It's just can you darken up the, like, insides, though? Not the over armor, the part underneath that. Some way, or at least doing the same scheme.
I have one purple.
You have black, you can mix them together.
I don't have anything to mix it with. Never mix
Yeah,
it.
that's true. I forgot. You've been doing it straight out of the...
Yep. Hang on half a second. My phone said it's about to die.
That's not... What time is it? I still got a bit. How's everyone doing? Y'all having a good night? Or day? Or wherever you're from? I'm sure most of you it's night. Maybe I should... That might be it. I'm in. What we'll do instead is I will... Just lurking again. You're all good. I kind of figured. You're fine. It's night. I'm in Houston. Well, welcome from Houston. We're from the Pacific, so the Pacific Northwest. So
Who?
it's still only 8:27. Oh, Hermes.
Hermes popped in? Hey,
Mish.
Hermes. How you been, man? Sorry, I'm dealing with technical issues right now. We'll figure out how to plug this in.
Not too bad. Cool deal. By the way, is that your membership icon? It looks. That's. No!
Well, my
One instinct.
crap. It took me too long to find a charger. Well,
Did your phone die? I guess I'll just have to. Oh, yeah. Nope. There it went. At least now you can have. Oh, wait. No, you can't have chat up because that's still.
well, I gotta use the restroom real quick. By the time I get back, I probably can turn it back on again. I just keep it plugged in now. But I'll be right back. Enjoy this bizarre Middle Eastern music.
Tell you can tell that he is the painter of the. God dang it! You can tell he is the painter of the three of us. I'm struggling. Just the paint. Handle. For most people, done. Even if I use the bigger brush, I'm gonna switch. Oh, I'm not. Bigger voice. I just realized I only grabbed one guy with it. Been playing that game as well and kind of got focused. You got locked in. It's okay. It's understandable. Where do you guys buy your stuff? Where should I be purchasing? I got mine from a place called Over the Brick. Well, correction. I've only personally bought one set of models, which was my Storm Boys. Other than that, pretty much all the other ones have been bought for me, or I've just inherited. But I would check Amazon. Amazon usually has a bunch of good prices. Games Workshop, official Games Workshop. Although if you really want to be cheap and you're not planning on actually going to like real tournaments and whatnot, I would just invest in a 3D printer. That if I had the space, that's what I would do. You won't be able to go to official tournaments, but be able to play the game for a hell of a lot cheaper. If I'm struggling with the camera, I'm sorry. It's different. The view is different from my perspective. Like I can see more of my camera guys game. Not doing. Can't see. I have a third 3D printer, 10K one. Oh, is that what I have 10? Maybe that's what someone when they said they had 10. Then yeah, I would just print them. Camera's good. All right. Yeah, I would just print in that case. Why am I still using this brush? I just said I should use a bigger brush. Switch into my bigger brush. But yeah, no, I would just print it. You may not be able to go to tournaments, but at least you'll be able to have money in your wallet. I think I will buy the models in case I want to play or lend them to my nephews. I mean, if you want to do that, cool, but in that case, I would do 3D models. Also, Valerie, You're on stream. Go away. It was more of a trying to discreetly get her off the screen where she won't be caught on the stream. Thank you. She was in your chair just sitting there going, making faces.
Okay.
So I tried very discreetly to go away.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Well.
Just a niece. So since you have bought more models than I have, I guess we should ask. I'll ask you this question: where do you get your models from?
The internet.
Okay, where on the internet?
Amazon normally, actually.
Okay, see, there you go. One model that I really do think I'm gonna be buying pretty soon. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, now it's just me. Now it's just Orc.
But I'm not there.
Full Orc.
I should still be there.
No, you are. You're there. One model I do want to get is Uthak Blackhawk, though. Yeah.
Amazon's actually pretty decent pricing wise for it. I mean, the other thing though too, anyways, I try to make mention of is that I normally don't buy models until I've already finished painting a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too.
A lot of people.
That's
have
why
that
I'm not.
problem.
Yeah, that's why I haven't bought Uthak yet. Uthak, by the way, when I said Uthak Blackhawk, I'm talking about the main orc from Brutal Cunning.
Oh, they actually have one of him?
Yeah, he's got a model.
Oh, cool. I have not seen that.
And he hits on fours with his shots without having to deal with using a aiming squig. It's so nice. An orc that can actually shoot. Kind of. He's got the same accuracy as a guardsman.
Guardsmen aren't too terrible at shooting.
They're fours to hit. A 50% chance. That's a 50% chance. You gotta realize almost all the orcs are 5 or higher. Now I think the boots are dropping.
I'm just going to every once in a while do this, and everybody's gonna go, "Oh yeah, he's still painting."
Yep, that's paint.
Sorry, folks, my phone died. That was the second camera that I had, so maybe.
Yes, Kat. Yes, you do need to finish Brutal Cunning at some point. Then you get to the even better book, in my opinion, which is.
No, she doesn't. She's a girl. She does not have to finish Brutal Cunning.
She's enjoying it. Is the thing. Just
if you like
doesn't.
it, yeah, finish the book. But if you don't like, you don't have to read it.
You saying girls can't enjoy orcs?
Well, you know the saying.
Warhammer 40K?
No girls allowed.
Loud. I bought a set on Amazon. Games Workshop, Warhammer 40K, Dark Angels, Inner Circle of Champions, Black.
Is that Hermes?
That's Hermes, yes.
Yeah, Dark Angels are his boys.
Angels
Oh,
are-
then you'll probably like this. This is the guy that I did anyways. It was a fallen chaplain. I don't know if he comes. You can see by the blob.
She's a girl. She doesn't read. No crying when orking. There's no crying in orc clans. There's only WOG. Also, it's a bit blurry, but trust me, it looks cooler in person.
Maybe I'll take a picture of it at some point, anyways, and re-put it up on put it up on a post or something.
That'd be pretty cool.
But yeah, when we did our D&D campaign, the one guy that never showed up, anyways. I was gonna give it to him, but then he never showed up. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep this. I put a lot of time and effort into it, and it looks cool. Well, how I told people I was going to primarily be doing Terminators. And by the time I really started getting into the Terminators, my camera died.
It just wasn't meant to be.
I guess not. Instead, people got to enjoy me riding for 40 minutes a couple of tires.
And then got to watch you paint a Terminator for a period of time.
For a little bit. So what we're doing here, for those who can't see it, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm using lead belcher because you can never go wrong with lead belcher.
What should I buy besides the Amazon set, or is it has what I need?
What's that?
Do you? Hermes is just asking what you need. Do you have paints and brushes? 'Cause those would also be important. Those you can also buy on Amazon. The real question is, what kind of paints do you want to go through? A lot of people swear by Army Painter.
I use Citadel, but they're a little pricey.
There are other options. There are other cheaper, good options out there.
The reason
But
I
if you
like,
want to go with, go ahead.
the reason I like Citadel though is for because I don't use, like, for instance what since they're using the wheel. I don't have one of those. I don't have room for it because my workspace is literally my computer office. So normally, anyways, when I'm painting, I actually move the keyboard off to the side. Normally, this is where my keyboard sits. I have a little bit more space so I can show people what I'm doing. But the thing I like about Citadel is actually the design of the paint holder itself, because it comes in this this pot, and then it's got this lip that actually holds paint, so I don't have to have one of those wheels that Dukes is on. Problem
Rona.
with what you're talking about, army paint, that's what it's called, or
Yeah.
yeah. It's got very good colors and the paint's very good. It's just you would have to get one of those circle things. Or a surface anyways to spread your paint out on. Which I didn't want to do. But that's just me.
To answer your question, Kat, no, Citadel is not exactly cheap. One of these costs about $7 to $8.
What? Where are you going? What was it? Wait, what did you show?
Black Templar. How much did it cost you?
I get mine for I think like $5.
Yeah, it might have been closer to that, but still, for a tiny tub though.
The metallics are a little, well, you know, the metallics are a little bit more expensive. But, yeah, but for a little tiny tub anyways, you can paint a boatload of figurines. The only paint that I've ever had to, like, re-up on for all the paints that I have, which, let's see, I have actually quite a few of them. The only one I've had to actually re-up on is Lead Belcher. But that's because I use Lead Belcher in pretty much every single one of my models. And I painted a bunch of Necrons. That helps too. Alright. Point in fact, anyways, for my Astartes dudes, I'm using Lead Belcher.
Let's see. Let's assume price was not an issue, but I'm also not an artist, so let's not be wasteful. Citadel then.
They make decent paints. It is the one, anyways, that Games Workshop clocks to because it's actually owned by Games Workshop.
Yeah, I was about to say it's the one they recommend because it's theirs, and they like money. So.
Do they though? Do they really? They say that they do, but they keep making decisions anyways. That you're like, do you like me? Let's piss off our entire clientele by doing all sorts of random stuff like this.
Okay, well, you know, I wanted to give you my money, but now I'm starting to second guess my decisions.
And honestly, anyways, I mean, some of the stuff, anyways, I think is a little bit blown out of proportion. But some of this, like, for instance, when on YouTube, when people start making their own videos of different, you know, like CGI, using computer animation to make like little videos on Warhammer 40k stuff, war.
Like, what was it? Astartes?
The guy who did Astartes, yeah, was one of them. Where Games Workshop literally went after them and sued them for copyright infringement.
Although in their case, in that guy's case, that guy got lucky. They were like, they liked him so much, like, oh, you can't keep that up, but we will hire you.
Well, it's also because they pissed everybody off so much. Like, what? And you know, it's like trying to get something off of the internet. It's like, good luck to you, you know?
The Wayback Machine exists. People can just look it up using that.
Astartes is still one of my favorites.
Oh no, it's a classic.
Yeah.
It's so clean. And the fact that it was all done by one guy is just like, oh my gosh, how?
I'm pretty stoked about Astartes 2. I might actually get Warhammer Plus with just that. And get rid of it after I watch all of them. Or I'll just talk to
Same here.
Seems to be able to find all this stuff immediately on the internet, and we'll go.
Listen,
I mean, not illegally.
he knows how to sail the ship.
Bins.
He knows how to sail the 7 seas. It's fine. You know, things like that. It's just, it's like all like Flash gets. Flash gets another good example. They had all the Black Templar things versus the furries. And then after a while, Games Workshop's like, you can't keep doing that. And so they made their own show, which is just a parody of Warhammer 40k.
Which is, what Space Game? Have you seen the new one?
The one with Rudolph? Kingsmith?
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was pretty funny. It makes me hate Bryce even more, because I already, after the third episode, I already didn't. He's such an asshole.
At least Hatemonger owns it, you know?
You're a jerk. Yes.
Bryce is just, he's not only that, but Bryce is petty. That's the other thing that I can't stand about it. Why'd you kill him? He's got robes. He's important. The third one was one of, I think, probably my favorite. Well,
it was mine too.
That and the and then the little preacher things, anyways, that Hatemonger does. Those, the two that they've done for that, anyways, have been great. Where he shoots the female's face for me. You are not canon.
Not canon.
Oh, it had me dying. All right, so
All I know is hate and pain. You've made him perfect, hate monger.
Forged from the metals of my home planet, heaven. The hate mace. I love how someone actually made the hate mace for Space Marine.
For
2.
Space Marine 2.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
I was like,
that's so
that is
good.
too awesome. All right, so you know what?
I think someone actually did a full model as well for Hate Monger.
Oh,
I
really?
think that's also something they did. I
Oh.
think so. I'll have to go back and check, but
I might have to get that actually. I don't know how much it costs. It probably is an arm and a leg, and I won't be able to afford it. But the
what, Space Marine 2?
What?
What do you what would?
Oh no, they actually have models. The Flash Kids is coming out with a model of a what do they call it? Psycho Warrior.
Oh yeah.
You can
They
paint
have
it. I'm like, oh,
you can
I
either
love
get it as the Star Defender or you could get it as a blank canvas.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
I've been tempted to. When I saw that, I was like, oh, what's like a peanut? The beginning of the third one where he kind of looks at it, he just picks up a rock and throws it at the wizard.
That was gay. Where's the imagination in that? Keep it simple. Stupid.
Or the fact that all the grenades go kaboom before they blow up. This is, yeah. Pink lasers are cool too.
They're cool too. If Space King wanted us to use green lasers, he would have made them green.
This is borderline heresy. Yeah. The first, I like the first three. The fourth one, it's okay. It definitely had that very much Christmas specialty kind of feel to it.
I do love the ending though, where Rudolph goes crazy.
Oh,
Space King as he's mowing down heretics left and right.
Or when Captain's like, wait a minute, who's King Space? They actually have their own dude that probably is just like Space King, but whatever.
No.
And the capitalist. Crap, what's his name? In the last one.
Yeah.
Space capitalist.
What are you a heretic for? I'm a capitalist.
Yeah.
What does that mean? I'll tell you.
If you pay me.
If you pay me.
Okay, well, we got to finish the rest of the purple on this guy. And then we're going back with the rest of the burgundy. So for those of you who can't see, because it's now just kind of... there's another color there, I think. What I did was all the inlay stuff for the armor. I've painted it lead belcher. So we're going to try this whole stripe thing. The question is what do we stripe and what do we don't? Yeah, we'll figure that out as we go. But he's not completely purple yet, so we gotta purple him up. Gotta get his balls.
Since I thought I would hear today.
What, purple balls? It's party balls.
Gotta get his balls.
Well.
Especially not in reference to a Space Marine.
They still have the equipment, it just doesn't work. We've looked it up, actually. Because it was a question that somebody asked us at some point. So to answer your question, yes, they still have their they still have the twig and berries. The answer is no, it doesn't work. They've been infused so much with war anyways, they can no longer get aroused. Although it has been discussed whether or not, like for instance, Space Wolves can. For some reason. There's a story about Lucas the Trickster getting it on anyways with a bunch of the local girls. But he's weird. It was during a time when the Great Wolf was gone and he was, I guess, left behind because he'd done something to piss somebody off, which it's Lucas the Trickster, so he does that a lot. So, but when everybody's gone, everybody loves it that's left there because all he does is party. So he brought in the kegs of Fenrisian ale and the winches from the local barbarian tribes, and I can't remember which group it was. It might have been. It might have been Thousand Suns. It probably was Thousand Suns because it's Space Wolves. But they showed up and demanded to do battle with the Space Wolves, and Lucas said, "Fine, but you're going to have to land your ship." And he gave him coordinates to land, and then he went back to partying. And the guys around him are just like, "Well, wait a minute. Aren't we supposed to go off and fight these guys?" He's like, "No, you don't have to." Because the place he gave it to was literally, anyways, the top of it, anyways, was a frozen lake that was defrosted. So they landed their ship, and then the ship sank into the ocean, and they all died. But there's your 40K lore for today. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Just focused.
Okay. Well, we're probably going to be done here. I'm thinking probably about what, 30 minutes. You want to hang?
I
out
don't
for
have
about
that
30?
much time. I've got.
What's that?
I got stuff I gotta get done before. I still gotta take a shower. I ended up not doing that because I was like, you were streaming. I should probably get done with it. I should probably just get ready to stream then.
Yes, I know you have choir practice in the morning. I take you every morning.
So probably I'm gonna finish this Orc's Axe and then I'm probably calling it there. If you want to keep painting, that is fine. I will.
We're getting closer later on tonight, but it's cool anyway. Thank you, Hermes, for showing up. We hadn't talked to you in a while. You doing all right? You pop on every once in a while, but I don't do premieres anymore, so I don't really get to hear from the old guard as much. All right. What do you think? I can't see anymore because I put the camera down here. What do you think? It is purple.
It's very purple.
It's very purple. Right. So the inlay stuff, this we'll keep as purple. Plug the burgundy in anyways in the background. So the main color is going to be purple, but the inlay stuff is going to be and then that we will can't remember, Hermes. Are you a fan of the Oilers or are you a Cowboys fan? If you're a fan of the Oilers, wow. I'm dating myself. The Texans. Sorry. Oilers haven't been around since, well, I was a kid. The Oilers moved to, in case you didn't know, Noah, or Sikrona, the Oilers moved to Tennessee back in the day, and now they are the Tennessee Titans. The Oilers had Warren Moon on their team. He was a very good quarterback in the regular season. You could never quite figure it out in the postseason. There's a couple quarterbacks like that. There's Warren Moon, and then everybody's favorite, Dan Marino. But okay, now we got the burgundy. So what we did is, so what we're thinking anyways is that we're just kind of going by the seat of our pants at this point. But the gold inlay is kind of already there. We do a silver inlay of the regular stuff, and then we're going to put on the inner parts of the armor, like the centered parts of the armor. That's where we're going to be doing our burgundy.
Daddy, I need the charger.
Well, you're going to have to wait.
Mm.
Wait, which charger?
The white one.
Yeah, not this one.
I'm gonna need that one.
No, you don't. Why don't you use the other one?
How am I supposed to charge the Nintendo Switch?
Wait, I'm not arguing with you right now. I'm on the internet. Go away. What's that? You okay?
Yeah, just I'm on the internet. Go away. Me, most of the time. I'm thinking I'm going to quickly batch paint these weapons, the blades their orcs are holding, and then I'm probably going to be calling it there.
Okay. What do you normally do anyways for their choppas? Do you paint them completely
just
silver?
I'm completely silver, and then I put that rust color on top.
Oh, okay.
For the shootas, I usually do black and then dry brush silver on top of them.
I've done it both ways with the guns. I've done it where I've done the whole thing silver and then dry brush it with the oh, what's it called? That Black Templar's contrast. That also works. Depends on how dark you want it, I guess.
I like mine super dark for the shootas, so
I actually, what you're talking about anyways, I actually do that a lot of times anyways for the choppas themselves. So it's almost like they have a black blade, but then it's got the silver dry brush to it.
like I said, I prefer the blades to pop out a little more than the guns do. That's why I go for the lighter color. I mean, I'm gonna be blotching on a bunch of red and copper onto it later anyway, so
Right.
it's gonna get dark naturally.
Kind of disappointed Andarchy didn't show up. I thought he might have. He's the guy that usually shows up for my premieres that lives in I want to say Florida. That's not right. I want to say North Carolina. On the east side of the states. Let's put it that way. All right. So with that here, I'm gonna get this part.
Go. More.
So I will say, anyways, with the two base colors that you're using, like for instance with orcs and whatnot, the next step down, if you're going smaller or bigger, you kind of have to pick which way you're going. You can't kind of bounce back and forth, but you pick which way you're going that way anyways. If you do mess up, it's not the worst thing on the planet, because you can always go back and fix it. So right there. All right. Fortunately, the last. I need a new paintbrush, actually. My little paintbrush is starting to break apart. All right. Well, this is kind of what it's looking like at this point. I'm going to clean up a little bit here because I've got some important news to talk about the channel real quick. Yeah, let's get this camera up and working again. Great. Now you can see my beard. There we go. All right. Well, first off, anyways, thanks for joining us and helping me get this all set up there, Sakrona.
Thank you for having me. This has actually been nice and relaxing.
Well, there you go. I might do a couple more of these if I can ever figure out, anyways, how to get the cameras to work, quite frankly. Because even, I don't know, what do you think, anyways, Sakrona, when I had the second camera actually up and running? So next time I'll have to remember, anyways, to keep it plugged in. So get some diodes. But,
I thought it looked nice when it was up.
okay. Could you actually see what I was doing, or was it too far away?
Yeah, I can see what you're doing. No,
Okay.
no, I can see what you're doing.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, then I might keep doing some painting videos. I mean, the thing is that most of the people, anyways, that listen to our channel, that lore videos, either one of two reasons. They're either, anyways, they love the lore. They're not going to get a bunch of models. They're not going to paint. Or two, anyways, if they listen to it while they paint. So to me, anyways, it's kind of like, I mean, I could teach people how to paint, but they probably already know how to do it. Kind of the aspect that I've always kind of thought. I mean, and for those of you, anyways, like, by the way, Hermes, I know that you were talking about trying to figure out some things to paint, and Dark Angels are kind of your boys. They do have a bunch of different, actually, Dark Angel specific models that are pretty cool looking, quite frankly. The Deathwing's pretty awesome. I think they have, I can't remember his name for the life of me. He's the guy that runs the Raven Wing. Anyways, he's got a jet bike, which is freaking awesome. Yeah, that's really what it boils down to. But a couple things that are coming up here, anyways. I will be releasing on YouTube. I'll be releasing some more of the Grey Knights that we got done on our podcast. But we didn't. We hadn't finished it on YouTube because I got stuck. I got stuck. I started watching the Mariners. Quite frankly, that's really what it boiled down to. So my streaming stuff kind of slid off to the side. We were 8 outs away from going to the World Series, but I'm getting over that. So I should be able to clean that up anyway. So we'll still have some stuff coming up on YouTube. We are also going to be doing. Yuxin is going to be plugging in some shorts from some of our stuff. So hopefully, anyways, that'll kind of increase what we're doing on here too. We still got the rest of the polls. I know Hermes. Your boy Lion L. Johnson hasn't shown up. I was going to leave him, quite frankly, till the very end because he should be, anyways, one of the top 4 guys when it comes to dueling other Primarchs. The only guy that I've dropped in there so far, anyways, that I think, anyways, should be in the top 4 is Lehman Russ, and he got dropped this week. So the rest of them, anyways, are getting dropped next week. It'll be probably Lehman Russ, Lionel Johnson, Sanguinius, and I don't even know who the next guy is going to be. There's one last guy that I got to... Oh, and Gronk, maybe. Anywho, and we already know who's going to win because the Sanguinius boys are going to roll in and they're just going to click him. I still remember the first time we did that, anyways, at the very end of it, because I made the mistake of putting Sanguinius in at the very beginning. So he literally won every single one of them. And at the very end, I put him in, and who would win? The Emperor or Sanguinius? And like 25% of the voters said it was Sanguinius. So he's fairly well liked. Also that, and we've also got a commercial coming up that is going to be talking about the Jotunice. We're actually going to start selling that via the website that we've just set up again. So the website's not quite ready yet. So, but once the commercial comes out, it will be ready, and we will be taking orders. So that's all the kind of the cool stuff that is coming up here. Sakrona, real quick, do you want to pitch anything?
No, I think I'm good. Sleep deprived. Want to sleep.
Okay, before we leave, I do have one last question for you there, Sacronis. So I brought
Sure.
up briefly Sonic Adventures 2, especially the soundtrack, right?
Yeah.
We're both pretty big fans of the soundtrack. I happen to find the spot on Spotify. They actually have the whole soundtrack, which is pretty cool.
Yes, I know. It's so good.
So which is your favorite song in that?
Well, I'm not gonna go with the obvious one, which is the main theme, which is Live and Learn, because it's Crush 40 and Crush 40 always nails it. But if we're going like the actual like in-game songs,
Me personally, that's not my
Radical
favorite.
Highway's pretty good. Also, the first one where you play as Tails, all the Sonic ones are usually pretty good. I don't know. There's a lot of bangers.
Okay.
Pumpkin Hill.
Okay, me anyways, it's not really much of a contest. It's Escape from the City.
Oh yeah, no, that's a classic. This is the one you start off with. It's literally the song.
It's not like that, but it's so good anyways that it's like, oh yeah, I forgot that was in there. That should be like in a real, album. But yeah, okay. Well, that's it for us tonight. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi, Hermes, Silver 5678 or whatever his last numbers were. And of course, anyways, Kat, thank you for stopping by. This has been Painting with
Da boys.
Toodle Pip, and oh yeah, Merry Christmas. I should probably say that there's a giant Christmas tree right behind me.
Merry Orkmas.
Yeah, Merry Orcmas or Warkmas. All right, Toodle.